name is Orla and it's Blue. So how are you today? I hope you're doing fantastic. If you're new here, hi, my name is Orla. I'm a big fan of K-pop music and fan culture. Over on my TikTok, a huge thing that I get asked a lot is like, can you help me stan this group? Can you help me stan this group? Can you help me stan this group? So I thought I'd make a video of what I do when I'm getting into a new group, maybe to give you a little bit of advice on how you can stan new groups. And before we get into this, if you like K-pop and other fan culture and want to see more videos like this, you might as well give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and turn that little bell notification. It's free, it can be undone at any time, and you know what, it's just a fun time on this channel. And if there's any other videos that you would like to see from me, make sure to comment them down below as well. So first of all, before we get into this, I would just like to say that there are a lot of things about stan culture that like I don't particularly enjoy. A lot of people, particularly if you go on to, you know, Twitter or whatever, are going to make it seem like there is a million rules that you have to abide by in order to stan somebody, and I disagree with that. I think the main thing you need is an enjoyment of the music and respect. That is mainly what I would think that you need to stan a group. But I understand a lot of us would like to know names, potentially a little bit of the group's background, just like general information if that's something that interests you. I don't think that people really understand that like enjoying music and enjoying the artists can be almost like a little hobby. It's something that you really enjoy, and there's nothing bad about that. Sometimes people make it seem like it's so bad. It's not. It's just fun. Yeah, first thing I just really want to say is don't get too intimidated by stan culture. There's a lot of things that I don't like about it. And as much as people will make you feel like there are rules involved in being a stan, there's not. As long as you're not throwing any hate or disrespect out, you're fine. So the first thing that I I hate that I feel like I have to say this, but the first thing that I really do feel like I want to say is have a good understanding of the music before you decide whether or not this is a group that you want to stan. Different people have different definitions of stan. You can create your own definition, but what I would really like for you to do is just have an understanding of the music before you know, get into a group. I feel like that's the thing that should make you want to stan a group. Sometimes you might see something somewhere that sparks an interest in the group. Just go listen to the music. Start off with the music video. So there's some groups that I have stan since debut, and there's some groups that, you know, I got into when they already were a group for a few years. So it'll be different depending on what you're getting into. If I'm interested in a group, I've usually heard one or two of their songs around the place, and I'm like, that is interesting. I'm kind of liking that. I'm gonna go check it out. I always check out the music videos first. Now, I'm not a huge music video watcher, but I always go check out the music videos just to see what their title tracks are. I would always say that usually title tracks are rarely my favorite song, but K-pop in particular has some really amazing title tracks. Like, I would still say that usually the title track isn't the greatest song. It's usually to get you to come in. They're usually quite formulaic, but K-pop does have some really good title tracks. Sometimes repetitive, but that doesn't mean that they're bad. So yeah, I go to the music videos and I check those out and see which ones I'm vibing with, and then I always go check out the most recent release. So whether that's a single album, a mini album, or a full album, I go to check out the most recent release to see what they're doing, because that's usually an indicator of like where they're planning on going. So I always check the most recent release, and then when I'm watching the music videos, whatever I'm vibing with the most, I'll go and check out that album. And then it's just a gradual thing. I don't put any pressure on myself to listen to everything all at once, because sometimes I feel like that gets overwhelming and then you're just listening to songs but you're never actually getting to know the songs. So I'll just take my time just getting to know a few of the songs. The next thing, now this is like literally, it's a gift to mankind. K-profiles is probably one of my favorite things when I'm getting to know a new group, because it's just got all the information. It's not opinions, it's nothing like that. This is the company that the group is under. These are the members. This is their fandom name, this is their fandom color, this is if they have a light stick, and here is a little synopsis of all of the members. And it's great just so that you can like grasp names and grasp who's who, and it's something that I still go back to it all the time. Yeah, K-profiles is just really amazing. It shows you everything that you like need to know about a group. So that is how many members and who the members are. And I'll also tell you if a member has potential left. That's something that I'm always like, if I'm getting into a new group, I'm always wondering like if they've had a member that's left. Not that I would never not stan a group because they've had a member that's left. I'd like to know in advance. Now, usually I'd say Spotify is your place to go to like listen to music, but obviously Spotify has had a little bit of a falling out with some K-pop groups. Thank you, Cacao M. I'm still waiting with high hopes that that's gonna get fixed. Like, I'm kind of maybe a little bit too high hopes, but I'm just like sitting there waiting for like the boys to come back. Like, I'm like, I need the boys to come back, please, thank you, please. I really, really need the boys to come back. Now, the next thing, I find that K-profiles, although it's good to go and check and see the names of the members, I'm rarely able to learn the names from K-profile. Now, I know some people are, but I'm not, because it's only one picture and sometimes like half their face is covered, sometimes they're kind of turned off to the side, sometimes I'll get to know them based on a hair color rather than them as a person. And so, should I pull this up? Look at that, isn't that so nice? It's a seagull. Oh, the sunset's gorgeous. I'm getting so distracted now, I'm so sorry. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm not really good at learning names from K-profiles, but without a doubt, you go to YouTube and you type in a group's name. So let's say it is Stray Kids that you're trying to get into. You type in Stray Kids English sub. Am I not able to speak? Stray Kids English subs episode 1. And you're gonna find little shows that they have done. You're going to find so much if you just type in the group's name, English sub, episode 1, and you're going to find so many little shows that's going to show you their personalities, it's going to show you their names, and you can go into the comment section. Sometimes people will put in like little timestamps. That's great. Comment sections of YouTube videos, people are always putting in timestamps for new fans, being like, this here is Hyunjin, this here is Bangchan, this here is Felix. So I like watching those things to kind of like grasp like who are the members, what are the personalities like, can I grasp any names from this? And then I pop over to Twitter. This is my pedantic way, because I'm really bad with names. Like, I know this is gonna sound real stupid because like I stan NCT 17 and the boys, and so like I stan groups with like loads of members, but I'm shite with names. I can't remember names to save my life. It's not something that I'm good at. But on Twitter, I'll just go and like, I try not to force anything. Sometimes I feel like people can't learn names of K-pop groups because they're trying too hard. And I know it's gonna sound so weird because obviously you're trying to learn their names, but like maybe you don't need to try so hard. Ding ding. Can you hear that, the ding? That's how you know you're in Ireland. Pause for the Angelus. There are people that you're going to be more naturally drawn to. For no reason, there's going to be people and like their names are going to stick out to you more than others. So what I usually do, and I haven't heard anybody else doing this, and probably people probably have, I just scroll on Twitter. I'll type in a member that I do know on Twitter, and then I'll just scroll through and like I'll see all the other members coming in and eventually get to know their names as well. If all else fails, the unhelpful guides on YouTube are so helpful. I know they're always called unhelpful guides, but are they helpful? Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. They're probably the first thing that you should do, actually. Once you're trying to get to know the names. The unhelpful guides. Sometimes they're a little bit too, like, verbatim, getting everything from K-profiles, but it's probably not too bad because they're still showing videos. But, like, yeah, the unhelpful guides on YouTube are mwah. You'd be surprised how easy it is to get to know the names once you just kind of stop trying and just enjoy the content and it comes more naturally, then don't feel too pressured. There are groups that I like and I like listening to their music, but I don't know their names because like it's nice to know and it's nice to know their names, but it's not the most important thing as long as you're listening and supporting them. I understand that you probably do want to know their names though, and that's cool. That's cool. But don't feel pressured because it's supposed to be fun. And also, like, what I really would recommend is that, like, everybody's going to be different. Everybody's going to have different methods as to how they learn people's names, as to how they get to know groups. So just test things out. If something's really not working for you, maybe try a different method. Like, if you've been doing one thing all the time and you're finding it really difficult to learn their names, try a different method and just have a bit of fun. Because it's all just supposed to be fun. That's what I really want to remind you as well, is that all of this is fun. It's supposed to be for fun, so don't take it too seriously because it's just a bit of fun. But yeah, if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to turn on post notifications. Remember, you say genius, I think Min Yu Yi. All my socials will be linked down below, and I will see you when I see you. Okay, bye!